Hi everyone, I'm Kelly. Teacher Kelly Tag is what I go by online. Hi Rebecca, thanks for coming. Today we're going to talk about the Outschool ACE program and the new VIP teacher, not VIP kid teacher. It's hard not to say that. So two things that have come out, and then at the end I'll tell you how my classes and all my companies are going. I'll tell you. If you want to hear about my personal life, but I do say that at the end if you don't want to hear it. Side note, I'm sure there's a way to change this in my settings, but lately, I just feel my camera is so close. I've looked at Pat's videos and chose more of me. There's got to be a way to change that. If anyone knows, let me know. Okay, let's start first with the ACE program. Rebecca, are you doing that, the ACE Educator program? Or anyone who watches later, let me know if you're doing that. So hold on, I'm going to share screen. So the whole thing came out right when I was literally getting ready to go on vacation. So I went on a long weekend vacation, left Thursday morning, got back late Sunday night. So I kind of skimmed through it, but I didn't really have time to thoroughly look into this. But anyways, let's read the email together and discuss it. Level up your teaching with the ACE frameworks. You get this frame around your picture. Outschool is excited to announce our new ACE teaching framework, including new learning opportunities with select partner organizations. Learn more about how you can become an ACE educator. All right, hold on, actually, I am going to click on the more information. It's going to be a different tab. So I'll come back to that. Okay, and then special event, Outschool X, the Trevor Project. So this is all educators are encouraged to attend. It's like a engaging activities designed to provide you with strategies supporting LGBTQ and a live session. And then they've got these live learning events, Intro to Outschool. Records show that educators who complete this course get classes approved in less time. Classes being workshops, pitch that new class you're working on, and business coaching. Okay, so I'm going to stop share. Let's look a little more at the ACE thing. I won't read everything, but let's just go through it and see. Okay. Overview. This is good. So it means agency, community, expertise. So basically, from what I did read about it, it's like a continuing education kind of thing. And they had different ones that you could choose to collect. So then teachers are going to see that you have this thing around your framework that you did some of the extra communication. So let me know if you're doing this, if you've started it, what it's like so far. The ACE pillars, educators should facilitate learning core values for educators. So hold on, I'm going to go through this slowly. So you can skim through it and then see if this is something that interests you and you want to go back to this website and learn more information. And then expertise. So let me know if you're going to do this. Again, it rolled out when I was on vacation, and I got back Sunday night, and I've been crazy busy since then. I will tell you a little more about that after. Okay, let's look at the new VIP website, and tell me what you think of it. Tim did a live stream on this yesterday and very thoroughly discussed it and went into it. So I do recommend watching that because he went through a lot more detail than I'm going to. But from what I gather, and correct me anyone if I'm wrong, but it's kind of like a marketplace, a place to post your classes and kind of just market yourself. You could post tutoring, you could post your Outschool classes, from what I understand. And then anything that VIP Kid does. They've gotten into book notes, they've gotten into the Tiger School, the adult program. Like, it can all also be through this website. Have you joined if you've done this yet? Miss the orange, it's okay. Orange is not gone, it's just different. So they even have like new colors. Rebecca, are you doing this? I sound hollow. Oh, thank you, Cindy. You know what? I don't even have my, hold on. Glad you told me that, Cindy. So I don't know what I bet I sounded terrible this whole time. Maybe I'll have to just redo the portions where I'm like sharing everything. But thanks for letting me know. It sounded like I was in a gym. Yeah. I teach in my basement as it is. So it probably already sounds hollow. Then, of course, didn't have the mic anywhere close to my lips. All right. Well, thanks for letting me know. Okay. So maybe I'll do the teacher chat now while I'm live here anyway, but maybe I will go back and do the VIP Kid website and the Outschool emails. Maybe I'll just redo that and have it be a video by itself. I guess I could always edit the first part of this out. Anyways, yeah. So Cindy, are you doing the ACE Educator program for Outschool, and are you doing VIP teacher? It's hard not to say VIP Kid teacher. We can hear you fine. Okay, thanks. I'll go back and listen to it. But when it comes to sound, I'm pretty much like, I'm highly critical, and I'm highly critical of other people because I have work in video. So I probably will voluntarily like redo it or edit it if it does sound bad. And I signed up for the waiting list for VIP teacher, but I do not know much details yet. Okay. So there's a waiting list. Good to know. So far, I'm not doing anything except for YouTube. Okay. So you're not even teaching on Outschool anymore, are you? So, also, you guys, if you do pray, you can pray for me. My dad's in the hospital. And so I just got back from vacation. My dad's in the hospital. I take time out to go visit him, which takes a big chunk of my day. So I haven't had time for all of this. I haven't done any of it. I haven't signed up for VIP teacher. I haven't done this ACE thing. I don't know when I'm going to get the time. But yes. Let's see. I'm still watching to see what possibilities are for the future. Right. You know what? I have to commend VIP Kid because despite what happened in China, they are not giving up. They're continuing to do it. They're still trying. They're trying different things. So you've got to give them credit for that. It's just, for me personally, Outschool came along even before all this stuff in China happened. And so I was already kind of giving up VIP Kid around the time that then we found out that the Chinese government might take it all away. So, I was already giving it up, and then we found that out. And so, I've kind of been done for a while. I wish them the best. I think it's wonderful that they're trying, and Cindy Me's awesome to keep this company going. And I'm going to keep signing the contracts, although I hear that it's automatic signage. I may need them again. I may keep it in my back pocket for a rainy day. You never know. So, yeah, I don't know. My son, Jerry, who is 18, has to have knee surgery, ACL and meniscus. Oh boy, that's not good. Is that from the soccer? Did he dive for the ball and hit his knee or something? Well, that's awful. Yeah. And makes a lot to do. And then the ACE program just seems like it's like when VIP Kid would come out with the TESOLs or a new certification. If I had a lot going on in my personal life, it was just hard to get these extra things done. And that's kind of how I feel about the ACE program. I need to read a little more about it to see exactly what I'd be learning, but
for me now, it's just a timing thing. Okay, so let's see. What else do I want to talk to you guys about? Let me first talk to you about some of my other companies. I've got Budbee, Cambly, my video company. Budbee kind of wasn't really booking a lot. Only my multi-day classes were booking. So I put one multi-day class up. I put it up weeks in advance, and it got 2 learners when I first put it up. Still has 2 learners and starts next Monday. We'll see. And then Cambly, I'm kind of not motivated to work there because they don't pay well. But then I was having a conversation with my friend Jerry, who says she makes $100 a week because it adds up after a while. So I'm like, well, when times are slow in my jobs, maybe I should just do it, even if it's a little bit, even if it's like $20 a week, that adds up to like $80 in a month. And right now we could all use a little extra money, right? Everything, food's more, gas is more. I'd love to get a new car one of these days. A kid landed on him in a soccer game, but he may have damaged it while skiing beforehand. He isn't in huge pain, just can't do much. Oh, wow. Must have landed on it in a wrong way. Yikes. Yeah, soccer, you can get really hurt. And Rebecca said, I finally applied to Cambly. I just need to make more. Yeah, the Outschool classes that I do have, especially my civics class, that class is going really well, and it stays full and it books. But what I do find is starting anything new, starting a new class, starting a new section, it takes a while or is hard to get up and going. So even though I have classes that are doing well, if I want to just make more money, it's hard to just do that on Outschool. And I find only the times in the middle of the day work. So anyways, yeah, with my video company, they ask me to freelance. And what I do is like try to move one thing in my schedule around so that I can accommodate them. One day I did a Friday. They asked me to do Tuesday today, and then they canceled on me on Friday, which was very disappointing because I had canceled my Outschool classes. It ended up working out because it gave me time to go visit my dad in the hospital today and spend some real time and not be in a rush. So that did work out. But what it did tell me was I'm no longer going to move things around in my schedule anymore when they ask. I'm only going to work there like when I'm off from brick and mortar and online classes are slow. So that would be like over Christmas break, over summer break, the week of Thanksgiving. I did say yes to one day because I find that my students are busy, even if I'm not. So I always like don't do my Outschool classes that week anyway. Let's see. Yeah, my Outschool's not doing too well for me anymore. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. I have an interview coming up with Joanne from Educator. She loves Cambly because there's no prep. That will be This Way Network next week. Okay. I've seen her on your channel before. She's always very interesting. Yeah, Cambly's easy. I'll give it that. So whenever I've opened a priority hour, I only end up making $5 because I only get like you open an hour, you only get paid for what you actually do. So I only end up getting like a half hour of work. But even if you did just like 1 hour a day, that would add up after a while. That's what I have to tell myself. Also, Joanne loves conversing with adults, and she works a set schedule of her own. Yeah, and it's basically just like talking to them. So it is easy. It's easy as far as scheduling. You can do it more last minute than VIP Kid. I mean, like less than an hour's notice, and it is easy, no prep. So there's that. So speaking of jobs, even though the Outschool classes that I do have are going well, like it's kind of impossible to work like an 8-hour day, and I think my back would hurt. So I started casually looking, not like super serious looking, for a full-time job. I probably would have done it a year from now if the economy wasn't the way it was, because my kids are older. In a year from now, my son will start to be able to drive. But with the economy, I've been needing a new car, or wanting a new, or at least new to me car for a long time. Just have had some expenses come up. So I've started kind of casually looking, trying to decide what I want to do. I'm open to doing video, which is my first career. The problem is a lot of the jobs, I got to commute all the way to the city, and I don't want to blow commute. I did find one job that I applied for that was pretty close. Thinking about still teaching, but my dilemma there is that I don't have a teaching degree or a teaching license. I have a bachelor's degree. So I've looked at, in Virginia, there's like a career switcher program. Like, I don't want it to cost too much. Oh, here's another reason I need a full-time job. I have one kid in college, and I'll have two in college very soon. And college is expensive. I'd like to give them the gift of starting their life with no debt. My parents did that for me if I possibly can. So, yeah, so I've looked into the Career Switcher program. The website for Virginia is so confusing. The one website I showed you guys last week, my state wasn't included. That looked easy to get a teaching certificate. Go back to my last week's video. But so last night I took my son to his soccer team was having like a get together at a pizza place. One of the moms who I've never met before, because the dad usually brings their son to the practices and the games, she literally like did it where she just switched careers to a teacher and told me all about how to do it. It was like so great being able to meet her. It's like sometimes, you're like meant to meet someone. And she told me you can get what's called a provisional license, where like they hire you to start working as a teacher, but you have to promise like within 3 years that you're going to get this license. Well, the good thing is you'd be getting like a teacher's salary, not like a sub salary. So you'd actually be getting to work as a teacher. So you'd be bringing in more money. So then they help you with what classes to take to do this career switcher program. And the thing is, if I'm bringing in more than I can justify paying for my school, I think it would still balance each other out if I'm like paying for school, but I've got a full-time job making money. So that is an option. She told me who to talk to at the HR office. She told me I should go and like make an appointment and try to talk to someone. I've thought about going one county north because they pay more. This mom gave me advice. She's like, well, then you might have different snow days. They have a different spring break. They have a different calendar. They start after Labor Day and end later. So there's all of that, like we might have snow and they may not, or vice versa. So I was like, you're right. Until my own kids are both graduated, I think I need to stay in my county just so you always have the same days off, things like that. So that's one thing I'm thinking of. I'm kind of being open to everything. I'm thinking about teaching. I'm thinking about video. And we're not desperate yet, so I'm not just going to take the first thing that comes along. I'm still at the point where I'm going to take my time. I applied for a bunch of jobs on Indeed over the weekend. I did have one call me, you guys. The mom I was talking to last night who did the teaching thing kind of discouraged me away from this. I'll just say who it is. What are the chances they see this? I've already decided I'm going to reject it anyway. So it was for the Goddard School. She had told me it's pretty low pay. It's mostly a daycare. So I was like, it's kind of a younger age group that I want to do. So yeah, after she told me that last night, I was already leaning towards no. I talked to them on the phone. It's a little bit of a commute as well. Pay's not very good. Even when they said, what are your salary requirements? I went high. I could tell that they were hinting that was a little too high. Hey, why not ask? So yeah, that's what's been going on with me. I'll keep you updated with it. But again, it could take me a year to find one, or it could be by like maybe I find a teaching job that starts next year. Again, I'm not in a hurry. I'm going to take the perfect thing. I'm not desperate where I'm taking the first job that comes along. So there's that. And then, my dad's in the hospital. I appreciate if you do pray for me. They're trying to get him transferred to a rehab center, but they're having trouble finding one that takes his insurance and is close. They have a couple they're thinking about that are like an hour away. That would be really bad. My mom's like, I can't drive all the way there every day. That would be too hard on her. One of the ones that's an hour away is near my aunt, his sister, so at least she would be able to help, but the other one isn't near anybody. So that is what's going on with me. And brick and mortar, of course, keeps me busy. So anyways, thank you guys for coming. I appreciate coming at a different time than normal. Visiting my dad in the hospital during the time I would have normally gone live today. Thanks for coming, Cindy and Rebecca, and thanks to all of you who watched later. And I will see you later. Bye. Zaijian.